Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto, and today I'm here with a mid-year goals review. And I'm having a little bit of a hard time with my current goals setup. So we're going to talk about that a little bit, but let's first do a recap. So my word of the year is freedom, which I did another step forward in my journey to freedom this past week, so I'm very excited about that. And it was part of this last one, freedom from my past to create the future that I want. So the Syracuse house sold, so that was incredibly freeing. So my intentions are over here. My annual goals, I have set annual intentions, quarterly goal check-ins, monthly goals, and monthly reset. All those things have been happening. I won't fill that out till the end of the year. But there's something a little lacking in my goals review, and I'm not quite sure right now what that is. I'm just feeling a little disconnected from this particular, big picture goals versus, me setting goals every month. So I'm a little lost here. Fun and recreation, we have mini getaway, go to home openers. We did not go to the Yankees home opener. We did go to a Yankees game, but I'll count it. We have not gone out on the lake yet. It's still pretty cold. Complete the credential. Fiscal year 23 targeting and end of year. Targeting is done. End of the year is not until September, so nothing to do there. And then this fiscal year 23 initiative, same thing. I can't finish it until the end of the year, which is in September. Family and relationships, we have continued to do alphabet dates. Again, I won't mark this off until we've done A through Z. We are currently on K. Diner dates, we do every first Friday of the month. We do diner dates. Sometimes it goes to the second Friday if we are traveling. Weekly FaceTime, that is with my my parents down in Florida. And then monthly Middletown visit. Health and wellness, workout 25 days a month. I've been fairly consistent with that. Some days I've gone a little under, but last month I went over, so that's totally fine. Running a 5K, that has not happened yet. Set monthly PR goals. That hasn't happened mostly because I am trying to incorporate more cardio and less strength training. When I'm doing strength training, I'm doing less weight, more reps. And then mental wellness monthly check-ins. I just kind of started doing that. Business, this is not happening at all, but I'm working. Set up business bank account, log business income expenses monthly. I have been doing that. Again, I'm not going to do that till the end of the year. Some of these are okay, it's a one-off thing. Most of these it's happening over time. We did set up a second account. So that is some. We have painted the house. It's not completely done yet. Clean and organize the office. I actually did do that. I cleaned out my whole shelving system. It's really the second half of my office that is not cleaned and organized. So that is still on the list. So that is the annual goals check-in. This was quarterly goals from last time. This is that book that I read that I absolutely hated. And then here is my quarterly goals check-in for April to June. So set monthly goals and monthly reset. I have done that every month. Let me get the color going. Okay. So I have done that every month. I have not reset for June yet, so I will not fill that one out. One hike per month. We did do our first hike in June. Honestly, I thought the weather would get a lot warmer, a lot quicker, and it did not. So And then we have not gone out on the lake. I was really close in. Oh, no, wait. I have that. I've been doing this. I've been doing this. I like how I'm like finally giving myself credit for things. Alphabet dates, FaceTime 1 time per week. Yes, yes, yes. And I can even do that for June. Well, not the FaceTime 1 time per week, but I can do that. Set monthly running goals. I have not been doing that. Cardio 3 times a week. I have been doing that. Oh, wait. I did this in April, but I didn't do it in June. It's fine. Business prep for birthday sale. Yes. Currently, my June sale is going on. So it's 55% off in my shop. That includes my stencils. And I listed a few new albums and things like that. Set up family account. We did do that. That got done in May, I think. Fill out Notion dashboard monthly. Yep, I have been doing that. Physical environment, upgrade to standing desk. I did do that, and I did that last month. And then I have been working on the garden. So here's where I'm at. Sorry, I just leaned back. I like my goal system. I do. But I think I've been doing it for quite a while that I'm feeling a little lost in the system. And I feel like it's not serving me quite in the same way. So I do want to do this mid-year check-in. But I think what I want to do is do this this assessment for each of the goals that I set at the beginning of the year. But like, Honestly, it gets really hard around this middle of the year bit. And especially because I've been doing the same type of system for quite a while. I don't really think I've done like an actual mid-year goals like assessment. Like when I've done assessments, it's always been at the beginning of the year. Because if I look at 2022, I also did not do a mid-year. I did this I started doing this quarterly goal review. Okay. Okay, I've been doing my level 10 during my reviews. So I don't want to do a level 10 here because of that. Because I'm pretty on track with that. I think maybe what I feel lost in is the fact that I have been very much focused on each month. And so I'm wondering if my quarterly goals feels like I'm just doing the same thing every month and I'm not actually doing an assessment to see, okay, here's what my goals are for this next 90 days. And I think that's where I'm stuck. So I'm going to sit down. I'm going to brainstorm. I'm going to do that probably on one of these notepads over here and then come back. Okay, so I've gone through, I've worked on some mind mapping type stuff, and I'm not sure I'm entirely ready for this. I don't know. There's something with like goal setting that if you are sitting down to think about your goals, you completely forget about everything in your life that you want to be a goal. I feel like that's currently what's happening. So I am not going to do a level 10. Like I said, I've been doing this on monthlies and I've preferred them on monthlies. I would rather just do it at the beginning of the year and the end of the year. Or moving forward doing beginning, middle, right? So like every 6 months doing a level 10 like in this notebook, but continuing to do it in my monthly resets. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and start setting all of this up.
A minute ride made me lose my way. 1 minute high, knew my life would change. And I was hoping that you could stay. The city lights, will that remain? Oh, I hate saying goodbyes. I wish that time went slow, but I know it ain't too long before we meet. I wait for you. No, I wait for you. Nothing can break us two. I wait for you. Counting every hour, every second makes it easier to keep on breathing. At night in my dreams, I feel peace. I remember it all. And all it takes is faith. Oh, I hate saying goodbye. And I wish time went slow, but I know it ain't too long for us. I wait for you. No, I wait for you. Nothing can break us two. I wait for you. My heartbeat is racing, everything's changing. When I'm with you, I see all that glows. Feels like I'm fainting, much like a painting, no colors of blue. I wait for you.
Okay, so this is what I've got so far. My cat really wants food, even though it is over an hour away from dinner time. So sorry if you hear a cat in the background. So I have my normal sections. These are based on my level 10 life sections. There's 8 of them: personal goals, fun and rec, work and learning, family and relationships, health and wellness, business, financial and physical environment. So I have set several goals for each of them. So from 2 to 4 roughly goals per, and then I do have room for a 5th in case I need that. So for my personal goals, I have decided to give up this whole, like I set 2 goals per month and then I fill it in. It's just not really working because, I mean, one of these things was like, upgrade to a standing desk, for example. Well, if I did that in March, or not March, if I did that in May, then I'm also setting it complete for June. And that doesn't really make sense. It's been completed. It's a one-off task. I don't really need to have another check-in for that. So I have just single ones that I will mark off. And if they do have monthly components, I won't mark it off until the end of that quarterly section. So when I put go hiking monthly, you know, if I go hiking in July, August, and also in September, then I can mark this off. If I just do in July and September, I can't mark it off. That's kind of the idea there. So we have personal goals, new goal setting. So this is the new goal setting method. What I also want to do is set monthly goals as part of this goal setting method. And then I also want to change at least one goal monthly because I've kind of gotten stuck in the rut of setting the same goals when they're really just intentions at that point. They're not really goals. If it's something that I am constantly doing, working out, for example, or doing new releases, right? Well, my intention is to do 2 new releases. It's not necessarily a goal when it's like, I mean, goals and intentions, you know, you can use those 2 terms a little loosey-goosey. So, but in my brain, that as an intention is different than that as a goal. So I do want to change at least one goal monthly. That way it's something that I am focusing on and I am setting those goals intentionally and with a better mindset than I've currently been setting goals. Fun and recreation, go out on the lake, go hiking monthly, go to a Renegades game, and then go on vacation. Hopefully we can go on vacation because I'm kind of losing it. Work and learning is end of year climate assessment, fiscal year 24 climate initiative, fiscal year 24 targeting and data, and then complete annual training. I think I have a fifth in here to do a dashboard, but I don't think that is really on me. I have to give the specs to someone and hope that they do it. So we'll see there. Family and relationships, visit family and do family savings. I'm not really sure what else I want to do here. I already FaceTime my family weekly. We are continuing to do alphabet dates. So I'm not really sure because some of this stuff is already baked into other things. Like going on vacation, well, that's kind of a family thing, right? So it's kind of baked into some of these other ones is my point. Health and wellness, complete 75 hard. I will have a video on that. I'm not promoting it, but I'm doing it. So I'll talk about it later. Introduce new forms of cardio. Sometimes I get really bored. I've been doing a lot of walking cardio, which for us is very much cardio, and a more intense form of cardio because we live on the side of a mountain. So we do have to basically hike up. But I want to continue to introduce new forms of cardio because I've really enjoyed jump roping. And so I want to see what other forms of cardio I would also enjoy doing. And then blood work checkup / doc visit. I'm not sure about this one. I probably shouldn't have written it down, but I do think I need to do some sort of check-in. So I will look into that. Business, complete my contract term. That is with Archer and Olive. My contract completes in September. So, just existing and doing the things that I'm doing currently, I will complete the contract term. More information, I think, is going to come about the next round of folks that are going to be ambassadors. So I'll try to have more videos right around when they release that type of information about how to submit applications, what to expect, things like that. This one is big. Take a social media creation break. I am burnt out. I am beyond burnt out. So I am probably going to take, after my contract term, a pretty extended break, but I'm going to take a little mini break here in the summer. And then during that break, I also intend to only do one video per week in August just to reel it in, not have to create as much content. I'm very tired. And then Black Friday prep. So that is basically things to get ready for 2024, those types of stickers. So that is what I'm releasing on Black Friday. Financial, add money to savings. It's not technically a savings account. It's like a high yields, high interest, something or other. I don't know, but we're going to add a whole bunch of money from the Syracuse house sale to that. So that way it is collecting extra interest on it. I don't know if interest is the right term. It's getting extra percentages. And then Business Notion dashboard, filling that in monthly. That really, really, really helps for the end of the year for me to submit my own taxes. And then physical environment, complete 2 home projects, add to home garden, harvest before bolting. So some of the plants that I have currently are, they don't do well in the summer. So I need to make sure that they get harvested beforehand. And clean out car. This is I meant to put monthly. This is something that just drives me up the wall. We basically live in my car because usually we have the dogs with us. And so the dogs fit better in my car because I have an SUV. My partner has a small passenger vehicle. So we just typically take my car. Plus, I typically work from home. He goes into work, so he's already driving a bunch. So it kind of helps balance everything out. But in doing that, a whole bunch of trash usually ends up piling up in my car because we practically live in it when we're traveling all over the place. Softball games, visiting his family, all that kind of stuff. So those are my quarterly goals. I want to do like a better mid-year check-in, but honestly, I feel like I'm kind of just chugging along, but there are like these assessments that like you can do like based on each goal or based on each area of life. What is the score? What do you wish the score were? How do you make those changes to get that score? What are 3 goals that associated with those changes to get that score? So for example, if I were talking about work and learning, right? So if I am at a 6 right now, what are some things that could be alleviated, or what are some things that I could pursue to be able to up that to a 7, 8, or a 9? So those are the types of things that I am looking at. But I think I want to do that off camera and like kind of have a page per or a half a page per section. So that way I can like really like spend some time processing, journaling, all that kind of stuff. So if I do show you all, or if I do that, I will show you afterwards in a future video. But it is very, very difficult to do this kind of goals assessment on video. So that's why I kind of take things off sometimes, think about it a little bit, and then like go back to try to explain what I've done. So that's what I've got. Thank you for checking in with your goals with me. Make sure you are checking in with yours also, because we are gearing up for another quarter in July. So definitely take some time, mull things over, and think about how and why you were setting the goals that you're setting. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.